All right, I think we're ready.
All right.
Excellent. We are ready. We are ready
Yes.
to kick off the day here on Derby Laces Track 2 at the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. I'm Val Capone, and I'm super stoked to be joined in the booth.
Biff Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. First time calling together. Really
yes,
looking forward
is.
to it, buddy.
5 years of announcing. Still have not called with Val Capone.
Well, this has been 6 years of Midwest Brouhaha, so now is the perfect time to do so, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. We've got a doozy of a bout scheduled here for Breakfast Club on Skate Lace Track number 2.
There's definitely going to be a breakfast clubbing out there, I'm sure.
Yes, there will be. The Ohio Roller Girls coming in here ranked number 29 as of the rankings that were published on Friday. Tampa Tantrums coming in at number 23.
Tampa Tantrums having a really excellent but tough game against Gotham last night. Quick turnaround for them.
Yes.
The late night game, the very first game of the day.
Now, we saw a little bit of that yesterday. We saw Grand Raggedy, who played the last game Friday night and had to turn around and play early yesterday morning. They took a kind of a substantial defeat against Ann Arbor, so maybe that affected them. We'll see how this works out for the Tampa Tantrums.
It is very hard to get your body to recover that quickly. Tournaments in general can be really taxing on the athlete's body, but especially when you're playing such a strong team like Gotham, one of the, well, to be perfectly honest with you, the strongest team in women's flat track roller derby history. Right. I mean, that's indisputable. And then to turn right back around and get ready to take on Ohio, also a very strong team from the Midwest. Really excited to see this matchup.
Ohio team's been to championships a couple of times. They carry over the bulk of that roster. They've had a few personnel changes. And we are almost ready to go. Jam number 1, the Smacktivists taking the Jammer Star for the Ohio Roller Girls against.
That is little A, 90 in pink and black for Tampa.
So Ohio is in black with the green trim and white numbers. Tampa in pink with the black trim. Jam is underway. Both jammers still locked up in the pack as the pack approaches turn 1.
That's a solid black wall at the top of the pack. Smacktivist rolls around that outside, slows down, tries to put the pressure onto little A to get the pack to kind of consume her again, but both jammers are already on the other side of the track, and it seems to be a jammer duel, Biff.
Yeah, they're going skater to skater. They approach the pack. The Smacktivist calls off the jam. It is a scoreless jam for both teams. So the Smacktivist 1 for 1 so far, earning lead jammer status for the Ohio Roller Girls, team from Columbus, Ohio. Jamming now for Ohio, it's number 12, Kitty Lickerbottom.
Kitty will be taking on 06, that is Anna Chang.
And it appears we have a full complement of blockers on the track for both teams. No penalty trouble yet in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
The pack staying very tight up against that notorious RED jammer line, but now it's starting to spread out a bit. Ohio's number 19, that is Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker, recycling on a chain to the back of the pack.
Yeah, she gets a help from the ex-London roller girl, ex-Glass City roller, Ina Flash, number ICU2 for Ohio.
I knew I recognized her from somewhere. I couldn't quite put a finger on it, but I'm like, I know ICU2 is a skater that I've seen a bunch. Very talented skater as well. Anna Chang does get out first. She's going to pick up lead jammer for the Tampa Tantrums. Now, folks, I'm sorry, Biff, if you are hearing whistle bleed over, please understand that there is a track right next to us because there's so much flat track roller derby action here at Midwest Brouhaha 2015. So don't be confused by those whistles.
Right, there's a lot of bleed over, not much soundproofing between the tracks. In the meantime, Anna Chang picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for the Tampa Tantrums. Speaking of Ina Flash, she will be visiting the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker also headed to the box. Anna Chang did pick up another 5 points for her Tampa Tantrums. That's going to be another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
10 points in total. Tampa 4-on-2. Pack advantage. Anna Chang circulating around again. That is another 4 points. Total of 14 on the jam for the Tampa Tantrums. They are the first team on the board. 2 jams in. Ohio 0, Tampa 14.
Smacktivists will be lining up again for Ohio Roller Girls, but they are going to be starting a little bit down as Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker and Ina Flash,
yeah.
Ina Flash.
Yes.
She is currently in the box.
Smacktivist jamming against number 101, Smooth Operator. Smacktivist going going against the full might and power of the Tampa Bay pack. They are out. They are lead jammer for Ohio. We have a track cut penalty incurred by the Tampa Bay jammer, smooth operator. She is headed to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. The Smacktivist on the Sakatumi Power Jam. They're through their first scoring pass. That is 5 points. A Rydell Skates grand slam for the Smacktivist.
Smack taking a look at the time clock to see how much time she had left in the jam. Just as she's doing so, smooth operator is released from the Potawatomi Hotel Casino penalty box, but Smack is going to be going there themselves with a back block.
Yes. So the Smacktivist heads to the penalty box. Tampa Bay now on the Sakatumi Power Jam. Smooth operator dealing with the full Ohio pack. She spins out of a block. Gets reabsorbed into the pack.
Oh, not looking good. Ina going in the penalty box again. If I'm not mistaken, that's her second trip of the game.
That is correct.
It's a bit early for 2 trips to the box.
Yes, it is. Smooth operator enters the pack on another scoring pass now for the Tampa Tantrums. Pack of 3 awaits her for Ohio. Blockers massed in the back straightaway. Pack at a crawl right now.
Strong pink wall at the back of the pack. Smack hits it, slices and dices right through it, but Tampa Bay does a great job of recycling right here. Big, strong wall built up. Smack trying to push through the inside. Does so, flips around, and they get right out of the pack.
Smack, a big, strong skater themselves. They spin out of it, completes, picks up a 5-point Rydell Skates grand slam.
As did Smooth operator from Tampa. Smooth tries to take up the inside. She gets forced to the infield by 2 Ohio blockers. Picked up 2 points on that last pass, Biff.
That will put Tampa at 21. That will put Ohio at 15. Please pay no attention to the overlay on the screen. It shows the Minnesota Roller Girls.
OHRG, MNRG. So
same
very
4
close.
letters.
Especially,
It's close.
Yeah, close enough. When it's this early in the morning, it's pretty much the same thing, right?
Right.
So it's going to be 15 on the board for the OHRG and 21 on the board for Tampa. We have 24 minutes and 37 seconds left to go.
Jamming for Ohio, that is number 12, Kitty Lickerbottom. Number 7, Tasmaniac, the jammer for Tampa. She picks up a misconduct penalty.
Interesting. Taz had a great showing against Gotham. She was the highest scorer for Tampa last night. 33 points, I believe, is what she picked up on the jam, and she had a 15-0 run against Bonnie Thunders last night. That's a huge accomplishment.
That takes some doing.
That's a huge accomplishment. Taz works very, very hard. She's a dedicated jammer, blocker, wherever you need her. She primarily jams these days, but she has worked her way up, and she's so strong for Tampa.
So Ohio will be on the Sakatumi Power Jam for a few more seconds. Kitty Lickerbottom trying to find a seam in the Tampa Tantrums pack.
That is such a solid pack, though. When you talk about a pack, look at Lunch Lady, Panty Bandit, Slayer Moon, and Trip McNeely. Just a solid, solid pink wall. Taz is now out of the box. Looks like she's kind of skate racing the Ohio Roller Girls at the top of the pack. They're going to have to let her go. She's not going to be lead jammer.
Now the jam. And Ohio with the star pass. Kitty Lickerbottom passing the star to... That is number 01.
That's Amy Spears.
1098, Amy Spears. Another veteran for the Ohio Roller Girls.
Yeah, long-time Ohio Roller Girls skater.
Taz picks up a Rydell Skates grand slam.
And due to Taz's trip to the penalty box, Kitty passing the star, obviously we're going to be going to the full 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the jam. Taz picks up a few more points. There we have them, 5 right there. That is the Rydell Skates grand slam for Tampa.
Pack stalled in turns 3 and 4.
Amy Spears trying to get out, still has that helmet cover in her hand, but Lunch Lady's not letting her go anywhere. They kind of sandwiched her in, forming a nice little bubble, although I'm sure Amy Spears is not thinking it's not
she's
so
not
nice
thinking
or so
it's a bubble right now. Lunch Lady saying, no extra cookies for you.
Oh, she'll do that Lunch Lady.
Yeah.
1 more point picked up by Taz in Tampa.
11 points total for the jam for the Tampa Tantrums. They lead 32-15. Had another full 2-minute jam. We're getting our money's worth so
I know,
far
man.
this morning.
I am not complaining.
No, not at all.
You know, Smacktivist is going to be taking on Lil A, and these 2 skaters started out the game facing off against each other. 2 of the top skaters for both of these teams. This is a great matchup very different skating styles, both very strong in different ways. Little A actually skated with the very first Team USA.
Okay,
at the Women's World Cup, at the Blood and Thunder Roller Derby World Cup in 2011.
Right. And the Smacktivist also out of the pack now. Little A has lead jammer status for Tampa. She spins the inside, calls off the jam quickly. 4 quick points for the Tampa Tantrums. She keeps the Smacktivist off the scoreboard.
Do you ever have those moments where you go, I love my job because I love this sport so much and we have the best seat in the house?
Yes, I do.
Moments like that, just watching the footwork of a skater like Little A, where she just pirouettes on one foot, spins around, gets her hips past, knows she has all the points, calls a jam, just expert execution by a skater. I always call her Little A amazing because that's exactly what she is.
That's exactly what that was. An amazing little spinorama to the inside, calls off the jam. So we have an official timeout.
So it's officially time to remind you that if you're hanging out in your hotel right now, kind of working off that hangover from the after party last night, and you're feeling like you need to get your lunch on before you come to the venue, I strongly suggest that you check out Classic Slice in Bayview. Classic Slice is Derby owned by a Brew City Bruiser herself. You might hear on the broadcast, NBD.
Right. Okay.
They have the best pizza in town, specializing in vegetarian and vegan items, and the very best gluten-free crust, which as a Chicagoan that loves pizza, it's heartbreaking that I have to go gluten-free because sometimes it's terrible. Classic Slice, the best in town.
All right.
My favorite non-Chicago pizza, by the way.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. All right, this jam's going to get underway, Biff.
Okay, number 10, jamming for Ohio. That is Laura Out of My Way Man. She is through first. She is lead jammer. She's jamming against
Anna Chang. That is 06 in pink and black for the Tampa Tantrums.
Okay. Laura Wayman through the pack for a Rydell Skates 4-point pass. Excuse me.
So close. I thought the same thing, but, you know, I think the lighting in here is really great for the cameras, but it's a little harsh on your eyes when you've been up for a couple days talking nonstop derby. Isn't that right?
That is true. Tournaments are taxing on everybody. I mean, we talk about what the skaters go through. It is definitely an endurance test for everybody else as well. All of us in Team Other.
Team Other, that's exactly right. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Because it really is, there are so many people that make roller derby the best damn sport that ever was. And, you know, there's the skaters and there's everybody else that makes it happen. So I like to think of us as Team Other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me. Number 101, Smooth Operator, jamming for Tampa against number 2, Valhalla. For Ohio.
Oh, we do have a lead jammer. That is Smooth Operator picking up lead jam for Tampa.
Rapidly approaching the pack. Valhalla still bottled up by Tampa Bay.
A couple of skaters, one from either team, going to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
And Smooth Operator through for a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 more points for the Tampa Tantrums.
Out on the track, we have Big Rig, Jesse Fox, and Ina Flash making up the bulk of the Ohio pack. Clover Kilo is the Ohio skater that went to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box.
Smooth Operator up on one skate. She's bumped out by Ina Flash.
Yeah, that was a great toss by Ina.
Yeah, very good blocker for Ohio. She's filled it. She's fit in very nicely with that team. She joined them just before championships here in Milwaukee a couple years ago.
Well, they sure lucked out, and they also had a star pass that was completed.
Yeah, big rig.
Yeah.
Make the trucker sign. Big rig picks up the star pass. Jam is called off before she can score any points. 4 more points for Tampa. Building out the lead, 45-19 now for Ohio.
And we do have that scoreboard correction. Thank you so much to the folks at Hinckley Productions. We love and adore you, and love how much you love and adore Flat Track Roller Derby. They've been a great friend to Roller Derby since 2008. And if you want to have a top-notch production crew, I'm telling you straight up, contact Hinckley Productions. You're not
it's been wonderful all weekend from what I see here at the announcers table.
Weekend.
Forgot to bring my laptop. I haven't watched bouts online when I get back to the hotel.
That's what's so great. If you want to pick up a DVD from any of the games that you called so you can listen to yourself and kind of work on your trade, you can watch your favorite teams.
Okay.
You can do that through hinkleyproductions.com/brouhaha. And, you know, they bring you free streaming derby. Support them by buying a DVD or 2 or 7, or just buy them and send them to me. I'm cool with that, too.
All right, that works.
All right,
Tasmaniac, jammer for Tampa, lead jammer status, jam against number 19, Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker for Ohio. She is out of the pack now and eligible to score points. Tasmaniac has picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. She's back in the pack, back scoring points.
Pink 22 took a trip to the penalty box. That is a Potawatomi, Hotel and Casino's penalty box. That was Panty Bandit, the pivot for Tampa.
Panty Bandit in the Potawatomi Hotel penalty box.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Say that 5 times fast.
I will not. You cannot make me.
No. I haven't had enough coffee yet.
Exactly. 52 on the board for Tampa, 19 for Ohio. We have 17 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the first period.
Number 2, PH Diesel jamming for Tampa against number 365, the Smacktivist for Ohio. Pack accelerates away from the notorious RED jammer line.
And that Ohio Roller Girls pack does have the advantage as they have a full complement of blockers. They're trying to do a number on PH Diesel up at the top of the pack. The pivot takes a bit of a tumble, losing her footy. That gives the advantage to PH Diesel, who pushes her way through to get lead jammer for Tampa.
She is lead jammer, the Smacktivist, out of the pack as well. Tampa bringing the pack to a halt. 4 Ohio blockers are waiting for her. The PH Diesel through the pack. She picks up 4, calls off the jam.
The long and lean legs of PH Diesel just stepped over that pileup, was able to maintain her footing, calling the jam before Smacktivist was able to reach the pack. It's going to help Tampa pad their lead just a bit. 19 on the board for Ohio, 56 for Tampa.
So Tampa building a commanding lead to this point. Number 815, Big Rig, jamming for Ohio against number 90. That is Little A, veteran skater for Tampa.
Veteran skater, a Tampa captain for many years. She is just a phenomenal heart of Tampa. But I love watching Big Rig jam. We see her grab the star on occasion, but right here she's actually starting out jamming for her first time today.
And Little A has been recycled by the Ohio pack to the rear. That gives Big Rig time to be lead jammer for the Ohio Roller Girls.
And that's the first time since Laura Out of My Way Man picked up lead jammer for Ohio. But perfect timing for Big Rig and the ladies from Columbus, because a low block was assessed to Little A, so she will be finishing up her time in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casinos penalty box.
Ohio on the Sakatumi Power Jam, 3-on-3 in the pack. Big Rig encounters the remaining Tampa Bay pack.
Ohio doing a great job of isolating that 9 blocker in the back of the pack.
That is
Alley
Cat Scratch.
Yeah, fantastic work by Ohio, keeping her back, knowing it's so important to try to give her jammer the advantage to get out of the pack. Ooh, we see that's Katie Lickerbottom's going to be going in the penalty box. Little A is coming back to the bench, kind of holding her face. We're going to have to see if she's okay.
Hey, lots of physical activity inside the pack.
Yep, she just kind of gave us the wave. She gave the wave to her teammate. She said, "I'm cool, man, I'm cool." And look, she's standing up here.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it just takes a second to like regain your composure. You get clipped in the face. It happens by accident. Sometimes the penalty gets called. Sometimes it doesn't. But look at how calm and cool and collected and together Tampa is. Bench coach Rojo and bench coach Bitt giving a talking to their ladies in pink and black. Meanwhile, Ohio just kind of chill, sitting on the bench. This is a team timeout that's actually charged to Tampa.
Right. So maybe Tampa just, like I said, they recognized they had a skater that was kind of stunned. It's like, okay, let's reset our energy here. And,
exactly. And I mean, that's why you have the timeouts. You don't get to save them for the next game. You might as well use them in this game.
Use them or lose them.
Yeah. So we have 29 on the board for OHRG, Ohio Roller Girls, and we have 56 for Tampa.
Jamming now for Ohio, that is number 0. That is number 10, Laura Out of My Way, Man.
Yeah, it looks like 0 from the angle of the camera.
You see the
armbands,
number 06, Anna Cheng for Tampa. Tampa a 4-on-3 pack advantage to start the jam. Anna Cheng, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anna Cheng doing the dance up at the top of the pack, takes down Ina Flash.
Wow, that's
not
she
easy
is at
to
a
accomplish.
size disadvantage against Ina Flash. She is lead jammer for Tampa.
Anna Cheng doing a great job of slicing and just kind of popping the opposition's blockers.
Sometimes being low to the ground helps.
There's only so many places you can hit a blocker that is that petite in stature, but she is big in skill set. So it's kind of the most frustrating combo for a taller, larger blocker like myself.
So Anna Cheng calls off the jam. She scored 1 point for Tampa. That will push their score to 57-29 for Ohio. Number 101 jamming for Tampa. That is Smooth Operator.
I just want to sing that every time I see it.
Yeah,
I just want to Sade the
just
heck out of her name.
Yeah, it's just an earworm now.
I know. But the best earworm possible, especially this early in the morning.
Yes. Well, Sunday morning. You listen to the slower,
to the
mellower
Smooth Operator
stuff.
Sunday, Sade Sunday, is that what we're declaring? At least for you
it
and
is
I?
now. It is for the next 45 minutes of gameplay.
So gameplay is underway. The Smooth Operator trying to Sade her way past the Ohio Roller Girls, but nice defense set up look at this formation. Kitty
Wow.
Lickerbottom, excuse me, keeping an eye on that backpack, making sure that they are within play and popping right back up to her teammates. Ooh, but Smooth Operator sneaks up that inside.
She found a little bit of just enough of a seam through the inside of the pack to get out in her lead jammer status. The Smacktivist out and eligible to score points. Nice little Rydell Skates grand 4-point pass for Tampa.
So close to that Rydell Skates grand slam. I actually thought it was too, because she just zooped right past everybody so quickly.
Just a nice smooth little apex jump, you know.
Would you say a smooth operator?
A smooth apex jump by Smooth Operator.
All right, well, we're going to have a new jammer for Tampa in this half. Lauren Kill certainly is not new to jamming.
No,
she
is
her first time jamming this morning.
Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker, putting on the jammer star for the Ohio Roller Girls. Yeah, both jammers combating the box defenses set up by the packs. Pack is split towards turn 1. Ohio doing a pretty good job of bridging.
Kitty Lickerbottom, I believe, is at the pivot. Is she out there? I'm sorry. I apologize. That is
Big Rig.
Big Rig. How could I confuse Big Rig? Did a great job pushing her teammate into Lauren Kill, as Lauren Kill was almost free and clear of the pack. They were able to recycle her all the way back to the back of the pack, but now Lauren Kill stays on her tiptoes, spins around, and gets the lead jammer for Tampa.
So Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker still caught up in the pack. She's been recycled, getting some help from her blockers, trying to find a path to the Tampa Bay pack. As Lauren Kill on a scoring pass, she's picked up the Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 more points for the Tampa Tantrums. Sass Kicker does the star pass to Big Rig, and she is recycled now to the rear of the pack. Oh, Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker kept the star. She initiated star pass, put the star back on when Big Rig got knocked to the infield.
Yeah, it's kind of a star stash rather than a star pass. You kind of just crumble that helmet cover up in your hand so that the opposition can't see exactly, are you passing it, or are you just hiding it? Sometimes there creates a confusion because you just assume that person is a blocker again.
Right.
But yeah, it's a sneaky tactic that's been kind of the hot new trend.
Yes, it has been.
Star stash is the new black here in the WFTDA. Oh, but unfortunately for the ladies in black, Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker is going to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
She picked up a track cut that will put Lauren Kill on the Sakatumi Power Jam. She calls it off fairly early in the penalty. That'll give Tampa the advantage of a Power Jam start. And the bulk of the Sakatumi Power Jam. Lauren Kill did pick up 14 points on that scoring run. 75 for Tampa now, 29 for Ohio. Official review has been requested by Ohio. This is a favorite tactic of Inspector Muffin, the Ohio bench coach.
So at this time, we want to say thank you so much to Bruce Skate Nooses for being so supportive of the Midwest Brouhaha 2015 tournament. Bruce Skate Noose, the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. They have over 50 colors and patterns to fit your team, your league, or your personality. If that isn't enough, just contact them for more customization options.
Cool. And speaking of customization options, we want to talk about Sock It To Me. They sell fun, funky socks with tacos, cupcakes, ninjas, mustaches, unicorns, and other magical things. With over 200 different sock designs, there is something for every personality, from punk rock to peacock and everything in between. I wonder if they sell like combo packs where you get like one of each and you can mix and match.
I'm sure if you wrote to Sock It To Me and said, hey, I would love to get one sock that's crazy peacocks and the other sock that's awesome ninjas riding rainbows or something, I'm sure that they would come up with something
could fix
that
you
would
up,
work.
I'm sure.
Or you know what? Here's a plan. You go buy a pair of each sock of your favorites and then just give it to your favorite co-announcer.
Okay.
It may be me, it may not be, probably somebody else.
All right.
But I'll wear them. I wore them all day yesterday, and they were so comfortable. And you know how it is when you work in a tournament. You're running around all day long. It's a wonderful little pleasure to have comfortable socks that look kick-ass.
Comfort is important.
Well, and kicking ass is important.
Kicking ass is also important.
Thank you to the folks that Sock It To Me.
Yeah, we just a few seconds ago we saw we got a little pan shot of what's going on over on Derby Laces track number 1 and the curtain that separates the two tracks here at Brouhaha. Jamming for Tampa on the Sock It To Me Power Jam. That is number 7, Tasmaniac. She gets around the 2 Ohio blockers, and she is lead jammer. She's embarking on a scoring run now for the Tampa Tantrums. Pack at a standstill, the exit of turn 4. Tasmaniac comes together with Kitty Lickerbottom. She has to cope with Laura Wayman. She is through. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 quick points for the Tampa Tantrums. Pack again at a standstill around the notorious RED jammer line. Taz through for another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. That is 10 points total so far. Sakatumi Power Jam is over. Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker back on the track for Ohio.
Now, Biff, that official review is actually called by Ohio in regards to the cutting of the track penalty assessed to Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker. You know, they challenged it saying she didn't actually cut the track, and here's why, but guess what? The call stands.
Okay, so the call was not overturned. They lose their official review.
So we had a star pass.
That was pass to number 12, Kitty Lickerbottom. It used to be kind of confusing calling Ohio games because they had Kitty Lickerbottom and they had a Pippi Rip Your Stockings.
Oh,
it was easy to conflate the two.
Yeah.
Wearing the jammer star for Ohio, that is number 365, the Smacktivist, jamming against number 2, PH Diesel.
And we have a palindrome on the scoreboard right here.
Oh.
29 to 92.
Take a drink of your coffee, celebrate the palindrome, or other beverage of your choice, which you're having with brunch. PH Diesel out of the pack first. She is lead jammer for Tampa. Smacktivist finds a seam to the inside. They are out of the pack now, eligible to score points. Pack massed in turn 1. PH Diesel gets into the pack, calls off the jam, picks up 3 points, and keeps the Smacktivist off the scoreboard. 0 for Ohio. 95 points now for Tampa, 29 for Ohio. Less than 10 minutes remaining in the first period of play. Jamming now for Ohio, that is number 2, Valhalla. Jamming for Tampa is number 90, Little A. Each team with a full complement of blockers to start the jam. Pack slowly breaks apart. Valhalla dealing with the Tampa pack. Ohio ganging up on Little A as the packs approach the first turn. Amy Spears, Ina Flash working on Little A. Little A splits the pair. She is lead jammer for Tampa. Pack still stuck in turns 1 and 2. Valhalla still boxed up in the pack by Tampa. Little A on the scoring run now. Both teams building strong walls of blockers that contain the jammers. Little A with the benefit of lead jammer status. Valhalla being drawn all the way back to the lonely pivot line. Little A knotted up in the Ohio pack. She beats the last 2 blockers. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for the Tampa Tantrums. Little A on another scoring run. She's quickly through the pack this time. That is another Rydell, another 5 points, another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Valhalla out, recycled into the pack. Little A on another scoring pass. She gets past Amy Spears. That's another 5 points. Pack is strung out along the back straightaway. Little A on another scoring pass. She approaches a triangle of 3 Ohio blockers. She spins to the inside of Ina Flash, a 180 move, completing another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 20 points on this scoring run for Little A. Pack knotted up at the entrance of turn 3 now. Little A into the pack. The jam time's out. 2 additional points for Tampa. No points for Ohio. So Tampa now sits at 117 to 29 points for Ohio.
And that is the 6th jam in a row that Ohio was held scoreless, if I'm not mistaken. The last time they were able to pick up some points was when Big Rig was jamming. She did get lead jammer in the 10th jam, but they've been held at 29 points ever since, Biff.
It's been a while since Ohio has scored. A team timeout has been taken by the Ohio Roller Girls. And now that will give us our chance to talk about our Grand Slam sponsor, Rydell Skates. Unmatched quality, unmatched performance.
I can't say enough good things about Rydell Skates personally, but I also can't say enough good things about the Midwest Brouhaha 2015, the sixth annual.
Yes.
We are streaming this for free, but if you want to make a donation, we're never going to say no to that, because the generosity of others is kind of what keeps Derby afloat. It's kind of what keeps Derby going. You know, I get asked constantly, and I'm sure you do too, why do you do this for free? We
enjoy it, you know. I mean,
I literally pay to do this. If I got paid to do this, I'd probably still enjoy it the same, but I pay to do this because I love this so much. But if you do want to make a donation for the live feed, feel free to. No pressure, of course, but it is now available. Somebody suggested it, actually. Somebody had written in and said, hey,
we'd like to chip in.
Can we make a donation? This feed is
Please,
so great.
take our money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can go to the Brew City Bruisers website and check out the Brouhaha page. There's a live tab there, or you can see it on the Facebook.
Okay.
The kids these days and their Facebooks.
Yes.
And, while you're doing the social media.
Yeah, while you're on social media, hashtag Brouhaha2015. The Smacktivist. Back to jam line for Ohio. That's number 101. Smooth operator. The Smacktivist finds a path to the inside. They are lead jammer for the Ohio Roller Girls. Smooth operator. Has to get around Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker. She does so. Smacktivist on the scoring run. They are through. That is 4 points for Ohio. And they call off the jam.
That cracks that dry streak that Ohio had. Nice work by Smacktivist. It's like she could almost sense that we were talking about it.
Hey, it's sort of the opposite of the announcer curse.
Yeah, certainly.
As soon as we talk about an empty penalty box, boom,
it's
penalties.
Suddenly full.
Yes.
Suddenly everybody's at the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box.
Jamming now for Tampa, it is Lauren Kill. Jamming gets number 815, Big Rig for Ohio. Each team a full complement of blockers. Lauren Kill first away from the notorious RED jammer line. She is through. She is lead jammer for Tampa. Big Rig.
We have a star pass from Big Rig being attempted, but she gets forced out by Panty Bandit. Lauren Kill on the backs of the Ohio Roller Girls. Tampa recycles to the back of the pack. Big Rig says, you know what, I'm just going to put this back on because now they're trying to knock it out of my hand.
They're keeping it, the Panty Pass foiled by Panty Bandit.
Hence the name, right? And Lunch Lady, unrelentless.
Lauren Kill facing an equally relentless Ohio pack. She gets the inside. She is recycled all the way to the rear. Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker drawing her back. Laura out of my way, man, with the star in her hand now. She is now the active, she is now jamming for Ohio as the recipient of the star pass.
And good maneuvering by Laura out of my way, man. She did kind of slip out onto her knee pads, and the pack was slowly about to consume her because it kind of picked up a bit of pace. But she did such a great job recovering onto her skates that she was able to get up free and clear, get out of the pack, and pop that star on her helmet. Unfortunately for her, at the same time, Lauren Kill also was getting through and picked up some more points for Tampa. So we're going to have 33 on the board for Ohio, 122 for Tampa. We have 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first period.
Smacktivist back to the jammer line for Ohio against number 7, Tasmaniac. Pack accelerates away into turns 1 and 2. Both jammers still bottle up in the pack. Tasmaniac forward in the pack first. She has to cope with Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker and Ina Flash. She spins out of that block. She is lead jammer for Tampa. Smacktivist recycled to the rear. They have to cope with the Tampa pack.
Oh, Smack stays on their toe stops and tricks up the outside line. She recovers, but there is Tampa's Lily the Kid right in front of Smack, and now Smack is out of the pack. Ooh, we have a back block was assessed to Taz from Tampa. Taz from Tampa is now in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box, Biff.
That puts the Smacktivist on the Sakatumi Power Jam. They encounter the Tampa pack. Tampa a full complement of blockers to defend the Power Jam. The Smacktivist bumps their way through. She has picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 points for the Smacktivist. Pack at a standstill around the notorious RED jammer line. The Smacktivist enters the pack.
Valhalla did a great job of saying, you know what, I see this pink wall and I'm going to make it crumble. Just fought her way through, helped Smacktivist get almost all the way out, but Smack is now being held up at the top of the pack by a lone blocker. That is number 82 from Tampa. That's Tic Tac Tony. Smack is now out. Picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 more points on the board for Ohio.
And Tasmaniac finished her penalty where Valhalla awaits.
Smacktivist takes a bit of a tumble over a downed Tampa skater. No penalty assessed because everybody was kind of falling at the same time.
We're going to get a full 2-minute jam. Neither jammer with lead status. Tasmaniac has picked up another 4 points for the Tampa Tantrums. Smacktivist, 4 points as well. 14 points on the jam for the Smacktivist, 4 for Tasmaniac. Jam times out. Smacktivist campaigns and gets 3 points for Ohio.
And that's matched by 3 more points for Tampa Tantrums Tasmaniac.
So Tampa outscoring Ohio 17-7 in that jam. We are under 2 minutes left in the period, 1:46 remaining. Tampa at 129, Ohio at 50. Number 10, Laura Wayman jamming for Ohio against number 2, PH Diesel for Tampa. Ohio with a pack advantage to start, 4 skaters to 3.
Avatar solid in front of PH Diesel. PH Diesel is going to get that back block assessed to her. But at the very same time as I'm talking about PH Diesel taking the long trip to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box, Laura also...
She also picked up a penalty. I did not see what the referee called on that.
Yeah, sorry. We'll try to get you an update on that, but we missed the call on it. Laura Out of My Way Man now careening through the pack. She has 1 blocker left. That is Lily the Kid. But all of a sudden, Tampa comes in. As soon as I say 1, boom, there's 3.
And short penalty served by number 2, PH Diesel, because the short time served by Laura Wayman. Laura Wayman out of the pack first.
And as I'm looking at the whiteboard in the center of the track, I see that was for a cutting of the track. But here's PH Diesel.
She has picked up a forearm penalty. She will return to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
Now that is 2 trips to the box in this jam alone.
Laura Out of My Way Man has picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Ohio on the Sakatumi Power Jam. We're going to get a full 2 minutes of jamming action. Neither jammer with lead status. Laura Wayman fighting past the last Tampa blocker where number 92, that is Trip McNeely, awaits.
Now we will get, this will be the last jam of the half as it is going a full 2 minutes. PH Diesel now back on the track, as is Valhalla, the blocker from Ohio.
Laura Out of My Way Man has picked up another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
And I don't know what it is about it, but I love when the same jersey numbers come careening into each other. Valhalla, number 2, PH Diesel, number 2, had a bit of a duel at the top of the pack, but PH Diesel won that duel, got out of the pack, and picked up more points for Tampa.
And 4 more points for Laura Out of My Way Man. PH Diesel bounced out by, that was Jessie Fox, number 1101. Skater formerly known as Avatar. She's been around Ohio for quite a while.
Yeah, she has. So that was 4 points picked up on that jam by PH Diesel after that double trip to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. If you want to play, stay, and get lucky at Milwaukee's #1 entertainment destination, check out Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. So we're going to be going to the half, Biff. Right now we have 69 on the board and 133 for Tampa, 69 for Ohio. Pretty exciting game so far.
Right.
Tampa does seem to have the advantage, as for a good percentage of the first half, they had obtained lead jammer status. There were a couple of bright moments here and there when Smacktivist was able to grab lead.
Right.
Big Rig picking up lead jammer. And Laura Out of My Way Man picking it up once.
Yeah, she had that big jam right there at the end. So she has 23 points total of Ohio's 69, a full. Doing a little bit of Norb math, 1/3 of Ohio's points. The Smacktivist, they picked up 36 points. They are the leading scorer for the Ohio Roller Girls.
And if we look to the Tampa Tantrums, have some solid scoring from PH Diesel with 11, 15 points for Anna Chang, smooth operator at 20. But the big story there, Little A with 26, the big story there, Tasmaniac being the high point scorer once again. Last night had a great game against Gotham. Today having a wonderful game against Ohio. But, you know, there's still a whole nother 30 minutes of roller derby action to go.
Plenty of derby left to be played.
Well, with that, we're going to give you a little break here. We'll be back in about 6 minutes or so.
Okay.
We'll see you then.
See ya.
All right, good morning. Back. Here we are, back again at the Midwest Brouhaha 2015.
Ready for half number 2. Hope you've had a chance to refill your coffee or your other beverage. Maybe if you're, maybe engaging the hair of the dog, something like that.
Yeah, it is a bit early still. We have about a minute and a half before we get things underway between Ohio and Tampa. Currently, the score sits at 69 for Ohio, 133 for Tampa. Pretty evenly matched game as far as penalties are concerned. Nobody, with the exception of Ina Flash, actually.
Yeah,
I just saw that get updated.
For Ohio, she has to tread very carefully
and she has
for the remaining half.
She has done a wonderful job on the track. Lots of damage out there by her, lots of takeouts, but if
high
it takes
risk,
you
high
out of the
reward.
game, is it worth it?
Yeah.
There's one of those things like sometimes the penalty is actually worth it because of the benefit that happens from it.
Correct.
Because there's risky business. I don't mean dirty play by any means.
Of course not,
I mean
no.
like things like out of play penalties. You're kind of pushing to see how far, can I reach actually to that 19th and a half foot, and stay and play.
19 feet, 11 inches. Sometimes your internal ruler doesn't work as well as you think it does.
Yeah, especially when it's when you're considering the apex and just the mathematics of the track.
Right.
But yeah, so Ina Flash is the only one that is in danger. She's sitting on 6. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean game across the board. The advantage here, of course, has gone to Tampa in regards to lead jammer status, and that is crucial. You got to stay out of the box. You got to stay, on the track, obviously. You got to get lead jammer, and you got to be really good at clock management, and I feel like Tampa's doing all 3 of those things, hitting those all on the head.
So Tampa, they have won 1 and lost 1 here this weekend. Ohio comes in 0-2. They had 2 very tough opponents, arch rival and Minnesota. Arch rival has really impressed me so far this year.
Yeah, they had a lot of great additions, but in addition to their additions, they have a very solid program that's been playing together for a long time, and they work really hard, very flexible mentality on the track.
Right.
Well, let's get back to the action
All right,
here on
we are ready
the Derby
to
Laces
get back
track 2.
Underway. Derby Laces track number 2, number 90, jamming for Tampa. That is Little A. The Smacktivist, number 365, jamming for Ohio. Little A has earned lead jammer status for Tampa. She accelerates quickly towards a tangle of blockers in turns 1 and 2. Little spin on the toe stop. She'll call off the jam. 4 points for Tampa. No points for Ohio. So Tampa extends their lead, 137-69. Jamming for Tampa now, number 2, PH Diesel. She will jam against number 12, Kitty Lickerbottom for Ohio. Each team still with a full complement of blockers on the track. Everybody massed around the notorious RED jammer line. Jam is underway.
PH Diesel trying to force her way past Laura Wayman, but all 3 of those Ohio blockers are pushing towards the top of the track. Ina Flash does let her go, not to pick up that 7th penalty.
Very wisely,
Smart
yes.
move by Ina.
Yes.
Lead jammer was picked up by PH Diesel.
PH Diesel quickly around the pack, encountering the remaining Ohio blockers. She splits Big Rig and Ina Flash. She completes the Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 points for the Tampa Tantrums. Ohio has done a star pass. Star picked up now by number 10. That is Laura Out of My Way Man. PH Diesel still on a scoring run. She's bounced out by Ina Flash. She has to recycle. Pack at a standstill in turns 3 and 4.
Nice buildup of this wall here by Ohio. 1 facing backwards, keep flipping. That's Ina Flash. Now we have some offense being played by Tampa, but they draw back.
And that little wall formed by Ohio allowed Laura Out of My Way Man to get around, score 4 points. PH Diesel calls off the jam.
After
she picked
picking up 4 points herself.
Of her own. And Laura Out of My Way Man also picked up 4 points before the 4th whistle blew. Tampa Bay sitting at 146, Ohio at 77. The Smacktivist returns to the track for Ohio against number 101, Smooth Operator. 4 on 4 in the pack. Jam is underway. The Smacktivist first through the pack. They encounter the pink wall of Tampa blockers. Ohio bounces out. Smooth Operator recycles her to turn 4. Smacktivists themselves recycled, has to retreat to the notorious RED jammer line.
Now, before they were recycled, Smacktivists did pick up lead jammer for Ohio, so Smack does hold the key to calling the jam if they decide to, but Smooth Operator also out of the pack, excuse me. Smack still lead, decides, yep, you know what, I'm going to call it a day. A little frustrating because she fought so hard, got recycled all the way to the back by, I believe that was number 92, Trip McNeely. Great awareness by Trip to take Smack all the way to the very last split second.
Right. That's got to be a little frustrating for Ohio to earn lead status, not score any points. But the most important thing there was they kept Tampa off the scoreboard.
Exactly. A 0-0 jam is you still win that jam.
Right. Still trading points at that point.
Correct.
Ranking points, a very, very important consideration. And every point you score, every point you give up affects the ranking points you pull out of one of these games. Number 7, Tasmaniac, jamming for Tampa. She is lead jammer. Number 10, Laura Out of My Way Man, jamming for Ohio. She picks up a track cut penalty. She's headed to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
As was Valhalla.
Tasmaniac on the Sakatumi Power Jam picks up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 points for Tampa. Pack at a standstill at the exit of turn 2. 4 blockers split for Tampa.
Nice click by Amy Spears, I believe that was.
Yeah. Taz spins out of that. She picks up another Grand Slam. 10 points in total on the Sakatumi Power Jam. Ohio now with 3 blockers against Tampa's 4. Tasmaniac. Beautiful. Great offensive blocking work there by Tampa to clear a path for Tasmaniac. She picked up another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
Now she's already on 15 points. She's working on a few more right here, but Ohio's trying to slow that bleeding.
Sakatumi Power Jam now over. Laura Out of My Way Man has served her penalty.
Taz has 2 blockers left at the top of the pack.
Amy
Valhalla.
Spears and Valhalla. Taz calls off the jam.
Well, it was a bit of a whistle bleed,
Yeah.
so I think some of the team...
Somebody stopped, somebody kept skating.
But everybody had a great time.
Of course, as is always the case in roller derby.
Well, and especially Taz, if you look up on that scoreboard, 19 points in one jam. She's had a lot of phenomenally large jams this weekend.
That makes her the leading scorer for Tampa so far in the bout. Number 365, the Smacktivist, back to the jam line for Ohio against number 90. That is little A for Tampa. Jam is underway. Little A finds a seam to the inside. She is lead jammer for the Tampa Tantrums. The Smacktivist quickly out of the pack as well. Pack stopped in turns 1 and 2. Little A approaches the pack, spins to the outside, calls off the jam. She gets 4 points and keeps the Smacktivist off the scoreboard. Tampa sitting now 169 to 77 for Ohio. Just under 24 minutes remaining in the game.
And, you know, again, it really, lead jammer is key here. Ohio's going to have to start picking up a few more lead jammer statuses than Tampa. Tampa, in this half, has gotten all but one, the one being to the Smacktivist. But Tampa has also held Ohio scoreless for the last 4 jams.
Yeah, that does not help Ohio's cause. Big Rig jamming for the Ohio Roller Girls against number 2, PH Diesel. PH Diesel spins out of the pack. She is lead jammer for Tampa. Big Rig does the star pass to Laura Out of My Way Man. She is out of the pack and eligible to score.
You know, and I've said this multiple times this weekend, people underestimate the power of the pivot. It used to just kind of be the pack boss,
right?
The person that was your on-track captain kind of thing. But, you know, the pivot is such a crucial, well, pivotal position for the WFTDA and MRDA.
Right.
For all of flat track roller derby, honestly, let's say that.
And it seems that teams, what I've seen a lot is teams put somebody in the pivot spot that has a bit of jamming experience. And sometimes when they really want something crucial, they put one of their best jammers in that spot.
Correct. And I mean, not only that, but, you know, I feel like the pivot needs to be the most well-rounded skater.
Right.
Because you have to, you know, you have to be solid in the pack, but you also have to be willing to switch gears instantly. That mental focus needs to switch immediately to run with the jam star if you need to. So we have a new jammer out there for Ohio, changing up a bit of the strategy. That's Clover Kill.
And jamming for Tampa once again, it's number 101, Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator smoothly earns lead jammer status for Tampa. pack gets scattered a bit in turns 1 and 2. Smooth Operator encounters Avatar and Ina Flash.
Cloverkill is out of the pack now. She's eligible to pick up some points for Ohio.
This is Breakfast Club Derby. Our tongues are allowed to get tied.
But Smooth Operator did not get tied up in the pack. She did a nice pirouette, almost kind of lost her footing, but regained it, picked up
4 points for Tampa.
4 points, yeah.
Cloverkill, 4 points as well for Ohio. That breaks a bit of a scoring drought for the Ohio Roller Girls.
That's correct. There has been 5 jams prior to this one that Ohio has held scoreless, so nice work by Cloverkill. Cloverkill is going to be assessed a back block, unfortunately. She went careening into the Tampa wall at the back of the pack, so she's going to be spending up to 30 seconds in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box.
Well, Smooth Operator briefly got hung up in a triangle there by the Ohio Roller Girls, but when the Ohio Jammer went out, Tampa's pack kind of came to her rescue. Oh. Smooth Operator goes off the track. She calls off the jam.
Going off the track as well, but to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box is Avatar.
Avatar. She is off now, but Tampa did pick up 5 points.
We want to say thank you so much to the Orthopedic Institute of Wisconsin, to Dr. Eric Peifel, the Orthopedic Institute of Wisconsin, and most wishes you a safe brouhaha weekend. They are there for all your injuries on and off the track, so contact them at theorthoinstitute.com.
Okay. Almost ready to get back underway on the Sakatumi Power Jam. That is number 06, Anna Cheng for Tampa. She is around the last Ohio blocker, and she is lead jammer for the Tampa Tantrums. Kitty Lickerbottom caught in the rear of the pack by the Tampa pack.
Well, and if you look at Kitty Lickerbottom, she is wearing the stripe. Cloverkill just came out of the box. Kitty has been noted jam quite well for Ohio, so that was a great fielding by Inspector Muffin, their coach. That may have been why she was kind of hanging. Normally she would fight her way through a pink wall if it were to be set up in front of her. She's kind of hanging back there in case Cloverkill needs to pass the star.
And Anna Cheng picks up a back block penalty that will put Ohio on the Sakatumi Power Jam. Cloverkill wearing the jammer star. She has served her penalty time.
So we will be going a full 2 minutes as Anna Cheng was the lead jammer.
A big knot of blockers there at the exit of turn 2, and we have a star pass. We see the strategic operation there. Kitty Lickerbottom receiving the star.
But that's number 67, Slayer Moon, doing a great job of recycling her as far back as legally possible. Great awareness by Tampa to kind of spread out their blockers at every 10-foot mark so that she could drag her so far back, eat up so much time of Anna Cheng's penalty box time that, boom, there she is already back on the track.
And so Kitty Lickerbottom called upon almost immediately to play a bit of jammer defense on Anna Cheng. Both jammers still tangled up in the pack.
Anna Cheng taken out to the
Anna
outside.
Cheng sent to the outside. She is recycled to turns 1 and 2. Kitty Lickerbottom still fighting through the Tampa pack. She gets to the outside. She shrugs off a couple of blocks. She has completed her initial pass. Anna Cheng now fighting with the Ohio pack. She sheds a couple of blocks. She is through. That is a 4-point scoring pass for Tampa. Jam times out. Kitty Lickerbottom able to score 3 points of her own. That will make the score Tampa 190, Ohio 84. 18 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the bout. Back to the jammer line, number 365, the Smacktivist for Ohio against number 90, Little A. Okay. Smacktivist through the pack first. She is they are lead jammer for Ohio.
And they're facing off the one and only Little A. Little A trying to get past those last 2 blockers. Ina Flash playing a very, very clean game this second half. Very aware of her spatial awareness on the track. But sadly for the Smacktivist,
a forearm penalty assessed to the Smacktivist. That will put Tampa on the Sakatumi Power Jam. Little A has completed the first Rydell Skates Grand Slam for Tampa. Packs very few blockers on the track. Very little blazing through the little traffic there is. That is Little A, another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
3 blockers out there for Tampa, 2 for Ohio. And Lil A is just having a field day with this.
And Little A just drug her foot to the inside, but she was able to stay in. She kept.
Well, and the reason why I would guess the reason why that no track cut call, no nothing, because Big Rig was out of play when she took Little A out.
That is true.
And Big Rig did go to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. When that happens, when that penalty is assessed to your opposition, that's when you are free to go back on the track, no problem. So Little A was very, calculated in how long it took to drag out.
Little A threw for another Rydell for 4 points, not a Rydell Skates Grand Slam on that pass. Smacktivist has finished their penalty time. They are through. They have picked up 4 points for the Ohio Roller Girls. Pack is established at the entrance of turn 1. Smacktivist rapidly approaching the pack, as does Little A. She was recycled, had to reapproach. Smacktivist spins out of the last 2 Ohio blockers as the jam times out. The Smacktivist gets 5 points of their own for the Ohio Roller Girls. Tampa picking up 27 points in that jam to Ohio's 13.
Wow, 27-point jam for Little A. The 2015 International WFTDA playoffs are fast approaching. Watch the best teams in the world compete for the glory of the Hydra. Mark your calendars. Brackets and teams will be announced on July 15th. That is so soon. I am so stoked about that.
That is a great late birthday present for me. My birthday is July 14th.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday to you.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do for the day after your birthday? You got to go to WFTDA.com to find out where the tournaments are going to be, what the dates are going to be, and how the seeding's going to happen, too. The road to playoffs continues here at Brouhaha 2015. We have been calling it a learnament, but it also is a way for folks like us to get more experience, for some officials to try new and different roles, but it's also a chance for teams to up their rankings or, unfortunately, sometimes fall in the rankings. This is a great preview as to what we're going to see.
And these 2 teams that we're watching right now are teams that are very likely in the Division I playoff picture. Ann Arbor had 2 really strong performances yesterday. They improved their chances of getting to the playoffs. Jamming for Tampa, it's number 2, PH Diesel. She is first out of the pack and lead jammer for Tampa. Jamming for Ohio, that is Amy Spears, number 1098 for the ladies in black and green. PH Diesel around the outside for an easy Rydell Skates 4-point scoring pass. Amy Spears recycled to the rear of the pack once again. PH Diesel quickly approaches. She has to get around Ina Flash. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 9 points in total on the jam for Tampa right now. Amy Spears trying to find a path to the outside. She is forced out by Panty Bandit. PH Diesel caught up in a triangle setup there by Ohio. She gets around. She shrugs that off. Lunch Lady helping out, trying to hold up Amy Spears. And PH Diesel through the pack for another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Amy Spears picks up the back block, trying to escape the pack for Ohio. Sakatumi power jam now for Tampa. Number 2, PH Diesel approaches the pack. PH Diesel forced the outside by Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker. Tampa Bay sets up a wall, kind of limits how far that Ohio can draw her back. PH Diesel calls off the jam after scoring 4 additional points.
So an official review is being called. Yes, it is charged to the bench of the Ohio Roller Girls. So at this time, we want to say thank you so much to Derby Laces. If you're having a problem with your laces getting untied, which, is really tricky, laces wear out so quickly. You wouldn't think of something being so crucial, but hello.
It keeps the skates on your feet.
So say goodbye to untied skate laces. Derby Laces stay tied tight and where you want them. Get yours at derbylaces.com. We also want to say thank you so much to Turnaround Skates. Turnaround Skates is your source for roller derby skates, protective gear, and apparel. They are the official skate tech for the tournament and offer wheel regrooving, which is awesome. Bearing cleaning, also awesome. And skate repairs, which is crucial at a tournament like this.
And they are set up very conveniently located next to Skate Laces track number 1.
Derby Laces track 1 right over there in the corner.
And that is an impressive array of merchandise they've got set out there.
Well, you can see from here the nutcase helmets are just awesome. They have a great selection over there. And they're also, if you're chilling out at your home for the weekend in your hotel, or you're home for the weekend because you live here, come on by. She's having a great sale. Normally they're about $69.99, but they are offering a super secret event pricing.
Nice.
Of over 25% off, actually. See, I can't do math.
Right.
For $50 for the adult sizes. So like a really rad and yet safe helmet for $50 is a bargain, because you know, in 11 years, anytime my helmet hits real hard or I take a bad hit on the ground, replace it. It's not worth it. Not worth it. You got to protect your noggin, so protect them with nut case. Great designs as well. So not only are they super functional, but they're also quite fashionable.
Yes. And just keep in mind, you know, with turnaround skates, the more stuff you buy, the less they have to take home.
Oh, yeah. And not only that, help a sister out. Let her take less stuff home. But help a tournament out. She's supporting the tournament. You support her. Go on over to Turnaround Skates. Check them out. They also have an online store as well. They stock every brand you could even imagine. Antic, Rydell, Bont, Shore Grip, Lazy, Crazy, Lugino. I mean, everything. They offer free shipping and no tax for everyone here this weekend at Brouhaha.
Excellent.
So, you know.
That can add up, you know.
Oh,
I mean,
certainly.
on a purchase like that, you know.
Not only is there no tax, but there's also 10% off. So in Chicago, tax is 10%.
Yeah.
So when you get a 10%, it's like, meh, all right, I'm not paying the tax. But so really, to me, I'm actually getting like 20% off of whatever I buy. So that reminds me, as soon as I'm done with my job today, I'm going to go and buy some stuff.
That's the great thing about tournaments. They are set up to take whatever is left of your disposable income that you brought to the tournament.
Well, you know, take my money. I'm working the Blackhawks Stanley Cup game tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I can help a sponsor out and get some stuff to bring home with me.
Hopefully no hard feelings against Tampa at this point. Jamming for Tampa on the Sakatumi Power Jam. That is number 101, Smooth Operator. Ohio's pack getting strung into turns 1 and 2. Smooth Operator around the last of those blockers. She is lead jammer. Number 1098, Amy Spears, has finished her penalty for Ohio. Smooth Operator at top speed approaching the pack. She is into the pack. She's bounced to the infield by Kitty Lickerbottom. But she is through. That is a Rydell Skates. Oh, that is 4 points for Tampa. Ina Flash, unable to connect with Smooth Operator. She's through for a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 9 points total in the jam so far for Tampa. Smooth Operator into the pack once again. She bounces to the inside of Ina Flash. That is another 5 points. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 14 so far in the jam for Tampa. Attempted apex jump by Smooth Operator, but she is knocked to the infield by number 99, Cloverkill. Smooth Operator recycles to the rear of the pack.
That's a multiplayer block that is going to be assessed to Amy Spears of Ohio. She will be sitting in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box.
And Ina Flash will be joining her. She committed a clockwise block.
Oh, I just turned to Biff like something's on fire. I'm super sad to say that was number 7.
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. So someone else will have to serve the penalty in her stead.
Well, it's going to take just a second for umpire strikes back to clarify this. So, yeah, Ina Flash will be done for the day.
And while we sort that issue out, Tampa's reset. Number 7, Tasmaniac on the Sakatumi Power Jam for Tampa. She is through. She is lead jammer. Pack still at a standstill the front straightaway. Tampa a 4-on-2 pack advantage to start the Sakatumi Power Jam. Tasmaniac gets doing battle with Laura Out of My Way Man. She spins out in turn 2.
We do
that
have
is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
Biff, I apologize. We do have an illegal procedure was assessed to Amy Spears as she exited the box. If I'm not mistaken, it was due to illegal re-entry to the pack.
Okay, so the Sakatumi Power Jam will continue for Tampa. Tasmaniac approaches the pack. Kitty Lickerbottom trying to contain her, as does Laura Out of My Way Man. Tasmaniac, discretion being the better part of valor, calls off the jam. 5 more points for Ohio. total, 5 more points for Tampa, excuse me. 10 points total on the jam for the Tantrums. 11 minutes remaining in the bout.
Now you see Inspector Muffin right here. I just looked over and I saw him tap Smacktivist to go in as the pivot. That's a smart move because, again, putting
the
out
jammer is coming out of the penalty box.
And, you know,
she may get gassed pretty quickly, so she may see the Smacktivist and think, you know what? That is a valid strategic option at this point.
Now, Amy Spears is a very solid skater. She can jam. She does jam. She does a great job, but she has not jammed very much today. And kind of you get in that blocker mentality. I mean, she got out of the box immediately, illegal procedure. It just gets frustrating. But look at her. She popped out of the box, and she's right here.
Yep.
Excellent work by Amy Spears, shaking it off, letting that go. But it's great that she has a backup get-out-of-jail-free card of Smacktivist as her pivot. The jam did get called. No points picked up by Amy Spears, but she did get out of the box. So now
that's right.
Ohio's going to be able to have
little A quickly established lead jammer status. She picked up 4 points for the Tampa Tantrums. Score stands 273-97 in favor of Tampa. 10 minutes remaining in period number 2. Tampa picked up a total of 7 points on that jam. Number 20, Lauren Kill, jamming against number 10, Laura Out of My Way Man. Tampa a 4-on-3 pack advantage to start. Big knot of skaters advancing towards turns 1 and 2. Lauren Kill spins out of the last block. She is lead jammer. Penalty assessed to number 2, Valhalla for Ohio. Laura Out of My Way Man contained at the rear of the pack by the Tampa Tantrums. Lauren Kill through the pack. She encounters the last 2 Ohio blockers and completes the right L skates grand slam. 5 points for the Tampa Tantrums. Pack stuck in turns 1 and 2. Laura Out of My Way Man still stuck in the pack. She is through. She is out and eligible to score points now. Lauren Kill on a scoring pass for Tampa. She is out. She calls off the jam. 5 more points.
Yeah, good.
Go ahead.
Good call right there by Lauren Kill. That's going to stall Ohio for the 5th jam in a row at 97 points. So, I mean, Tampa, again, has been great at obtaining lead jammer status and has been able to kill any momentum that Ohio is trying to build.
Well, it is often said in football, it's like whoever controls the trenches controls the game. In roller derby, whoever controls lead jammer's status controls the game.
Yeah, because, you know, if you're lead jammer, you control the clock.
Right.
And that is so crucial. Clock management is so huge in roller derby.
Jamming for Tampa, it's number 2, PH Diesel against number 3, 65, the Smacktivist for Ohio. PH Diesel, she's past Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker. She is not lead jammer. No pass, no penalty. The Smacktivist out of the pack as well, and they have earned lead jammer status for the Ohio Roller Girls.
And, you know, I got to say, I just was watching Code Adam. He is the jam ref for Ohio. I love when I see good officiating in action. And something so subtle, just kind of, you could see he's keeping his eye on Smack, but she's out of the pack, so there's no fear of a penalty happening. He checked to see, is the other jammer lead jammer? Nope. Okay, boom, lead jam. It's just great officiating in action.
And he is a high-level ref. He wouldn't be here, and I've seen him at tournaments before.
Yeah, definitely. He's been around for quite a few years, and he works really hard. But not just Code Adam, but this whole crew that we've had this weekend. And, you know, we do keep calling it a learnament, and it's not to discount the high-level officiating that comes here. There's a lot of level 5s that are at higher levels, 3s and up, that are here, a handful of level 5s. I mean, there's just great officiating across the board from the ladies and gents in black and white stripes and the ladies and gents in the pink officiating shirts.
Well, it's an opportunity for the refs to get, stay on top of things.
Exactly. And, you know, the only way you're going to get better at roller derby is to practice it. And that goes with every aspect of derby, whether it be us doing commentary or skating or officiating, anything, you know. I mean, and that's what's so great about Brouhaha is in just 3 days you can get, 12 or more games of experience in if you're working on the crews.
Right.
I mean, I can't even tell you how many games I've called, I've produced, I've assisted on.
Right.
And it's just great for me to kind of get my brain ready and wrapped around
Yeah.
the rest of the season.
It's getting ready for playoff season.
As we know, tournament season for
Yes.
the WFTDA is quickly approaching. Oh, I'm so excited. Day after your birthday, July 15th, rather, at WFTDA.com. Playoff season is almost here. The WFTDA invites you to join them at one of the 7 tournament locations this year, which include Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan. Tucson, Arizona, Omaha, Nebraska, Jacksonville, Florida, Dallas, Texas, and St. Paul, Minnesota.
So Smooth Operator has picked up a forearm penalty. She is headed to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. The Smacktivist, lead jammer for Ohio. They are on the Sakatumi Power Jam. Number 365 for Ohio. They approach the pack once again. They have picked up a first 5-point Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
And I'm wondering if that's why Inspector Muffin did call that team timeout for Ohio, to give Smack a bit of chance to kind of get themselves together and rest, because Smack just jammed in the last jam, picked up lead jam. But now Smack just picked up a penalty that is a forearm.
They have picked up a forearm penalty of their own. The Sakatumi Power Jam is over for Ohio. It has started for Tampa.
Oh, and Smooth Operator will be going to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box as well for a low block.
Power Jam giveth, the Power Jam taketh away.
So brutal.
Smooth Operator quickly into the box. That will release the Smacktivist. Pack at a standstill, turn 1 and 2. They approach the pack. Smacktivist splits the last two blockers. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for the Smacktivist. 10 points total on the jam for Ohio. They approach the pack once again. Smacktivist going against the full complement of Tampa blockers. Tampa forming a sort of amoeba defense, trying to use the outside skate line as another defender. Smacktivist spins out of the pack. Another 5 points.
With the amoeba defense that you're talking about, that's kind of when players are locking arms and moving as one. They kind of just become a giant blob, if you will. Amoeba has been definitely a term that's been thrown around a lot in the last season or two as a different style of gameplay, and it's just the evolution of our sport here at the WFTDA.
Well, it's like any other sport. The team sees something that's successful, they start copying it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's right.
And that's what keeps this game so exciting. And, I mean, you've been announcing for 5 years. I've been involved in skating and commentating and coaching for 11 years. And, that's what keeps it so exciting. It feels like our first game sometimes, because you see something brand new and it just blows you away.
Jamming now for Ohio. That is number 815, Big Rig. She's jamming against Tasmaniac for Tampa. Tasmaniac has earned lead jammer status. Big Rig recycled into turns 3 and 4. Tasmaniac through the pack. She picked up a high block penalty. So Big Rig is on the Sakatumi Power Jam for, Tampa. Big Rig on the Power Jam. Cloverkill trying to do a bit of offensive blocking for the Ohio Roller Girls. There is a tangled knot of blockers in the front straightaway right now. Big Rig trying to fight her way through it. She is recycled to the rear of the pack by Penguin.
Oh, and nice star pass attempt, but that's going to be an illegal procedure. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't an illegal procedure for the
star pass was briefly foiled, but eventually successful. Star goes to Laura, out of my way, man.
Yeah, that was an illegal procedure assessed to Alley Cat Scratch.
Laura, out of my way, man, through the pack. She has picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Tasmaniac has completed a Rydell Skates Grand Slam of her own. Her penalty is over. Laura, out of my way, man, through the pack. Another 4 points for the Ohio Roller Girls. Every point counts for them in the WFTDA rankings. Laura, out of my way, man, encountering the pack again. Through the pack. That is another scoring pass. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Neither jammer with lead status. Texas Chainsaw Sass Kicker forcing Tasmaniac out, but she picks up a forearm penalty.
Yeah, and that was a big forearm that sent Tasmaniac into a bit of a somersault on the track. Thank goodness for helmets.
That's right. And jam times out. 2 additional points for Tampa. 3 additional points for Ohio.
That's going to bring Ohio's score to 132. Tampa sitting at a very, very comfortable 3:05. We have 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the period.
The Smacktivist back jamming now for the Ohio Roller Girls. Little A will take the jammer star for Tampa. Timeout has been called.
By
Tampa. Okay.
I think at this point they're realizing, you know what? We have 305 points. It's going to be 2,000% impossible for Ohio to get 173 points. Did I do that math right? It's kind of early.
That sounds right.
Ohio
would need 174 to win.
I was going to say to tie it up. You didn't let me finish.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. You did the math better than I did.
Spectre Muffin's a good derby coach. I don't know if he has that one in his chalkboard.
Yeah, he is pretty solid. You are correct. But Tampa's saying, you know what, let's just take a little breather here. We got plenty of breathing room on that scoreboard. Let's take a breather for the ladies on the track and on the bench. So Tampa had a really solid game against Gotham yesterday. I know it was quite a difference in point spread, but they were able to hold Gotham scoreless multiple times, which is a huge feat for any team. And then they turned around and they're having a huge game today against Ohio. I know that they are most likely looking forward to going to the Buckhead Saloon for the official after party of the Brouhaha 2015.
And that is at 1044 North Old World 3rd Street here in Milwaukee. Walking distance from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Panther Arena.
Yeah, it's directly across the street from the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
Okay, home of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep. I was there recently for playoffs. It was lovely for the NBA playoffs, rather.
Nice, yeah.
So it looks like we're just checking up on scoring here. You can see the officials have come over and are just double-checking on some scoring. So at this time, we just want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors. We'd like to say a special thank you to ATI Physical Therapy. Unfortunately, one of the aspects of roller derby is that the athletes play so hard. There are going to be injuries. So when injury strikes, you definitely have a choice. And I highly recommend that you choose ATI. Choose ATI Physical Therapy, the official sports medicine provider for your Brew City Bruisers. To experience the ATI difference, visit ATIPT.com. Or, of course, you can always stop into one of their over 19 Milwaukee area clinics for a complimentary injury screening. But ATI has many different states that they serve. So definitely check out ATIPT.com.
Okay.
I swear by ATI.
Okay.
And if you have a great PT program, and if you can work with ATI, they love roller derby. They love supporting it. They support the Brew City Bruisers. They support the Windy City Rollers, the Chicago Outfit. I mean, there's so many leagues in the Midwest that they support. I don't know if there's an ATI.
I don't believe there is in Toledo.
Oh man,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Fort. I do occasionally call for Fort Wayne. I do occasionally call for.
Well,
Ohio
you should definitely go to ATIPT.com and check out and see if there's a location near you and talk to them.
All right.
All right.
Will do. So
we're going to try to get you an update in just a moment.
Next up on skate derby laces, track number 2, we have the St. Louis Gatekeepers against Texas Men's Roller Derby. That's at 10:45 Central Time. Jam is underway. Little A jamming for Tampa against number 365, the Smacktivist. And the Smacktivist through as lead jammer for Ohio. Both teams shedding some blockers. Pack down to 3-on-2 in favor of Tampa. The Smacktivist approaches the pack on their scoring run. They call off the jam. They pick up 3 points, but Tampa able to pick up 4 points before the 4th whistle blows.
And that's exactly what that official timeout was for, is confirming points. Just wanted to make sure everything was in order. But as you can see, we got the game underway and more points were awarded to both teams. 139 on the board for Ohio, 309 for Tampa. We have just 2 minutes left in this game, Biff.
That's 2 minutes away from the end.
Very astute observation, my friend.
Okay, 20 point. Okay, number 20, Lauren Kill jamming for Tampa against number 12, Kitty Lickerbottom for Ohio.
That's actually Laura Out of My Way, man. Kitty Lickerbottom has jammed earlier in the game, but she's primarily playing the pack. Laura Out of My Way, man, did hit the pack. Took a bit of a tumble, adjusted her knee pads, but Lauren Kill is out. She is lead jammer for Tampa. And
she has picked up a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for Tampa. She's approached the pack again, as has Laura Out of My Way, man. Lauren Kill coping with Hellion Boy at the front of the pack. She's around. That is another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 10 points total in the jam for Tampa. Period clock and jam clock are roughly equal. 5 more seconds on the jam clock than on the period clock. As we start, Lauren Kill on another scoring pass for Tampa, trying to get past the last 2 Ohio blockers. Paige Bleed trying to bridge the pack for Ohio. Lauren Kill spins out of that last block. She has 5 more points. Another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Pack standing still in turns 3 and 4. Lauren Kill circulates the track again. Another scoring pass for Tampa. She shrugs off Big Rig to complete another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 30 seconds on the jam clock, 23 seconds left on the period clock. Laura Out of My Way Man out of the pack. She's picked up 4 points of her own for Ohio.
Oh, unfortunately for the Tampa fans at home, Lauren Kill is going to end this game in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino's penalty box for a back block biff.
That is unfortunate, but it is an opportunity for Ohio to score some more points. Laura Out of My Way Man on the Sakatumi Power Jam. Pack knotted up at the exit of turn 4. Jam times out. That will end the game. 3 additional points for the Ohio Roller Girls. That gives them a total of 151. Tampa Bay picked up a total of 23 on that jam. That gives them a total of 332. And that is the unofficial final. Tampa 332, Ohio 151.
Now we're going to have to wait to get that official go-ahead. We should find out soon for you. But we just want to say thank you so much for joining us here at the Midwestern Brouhaha 2015 on Derby Laces Track 2. What's the next game that we have
What
here,
we
Beth?
have next is
Let's check our
a
handy
men's
dandy,
bout. The St. Louis Gatekeepers against Texas.
Oh, that's on this track next?
That is on this track next.
Oh, that is going to be a good one. That is
2 very highly ranked teams in the MRDA squaring off here at Brouhaha.
Yeah, I mean, the Outlaws are 2 leagues that join together, basically, which I think is beautiful because a lot of times in roller derby, we hear about leagues breaking off and splitting apart and, you know, so many leagues in the city. I come from a 2-league city, and it works out great. But, you know, when you have smaller towns working together, Dallas, pretty big city, Denton County kind of spread out a little bit. But they decided, you know, let's join forces instead and become one strong powerhouse. And that they have. They've had a very successful weekend thus far. They beat Puget on Friday.
Right.
Yesterday, they had a very solid victory as well against the Twin City Terrors. And today it's going to be a real test for them to see how solid they are against the Gatekeepers from St. Louis.
St. Gatekeepers, a perennial MRDA powerhouse.
Oh, they're a phenomenal team.
They're a very fun team to watch.
Well, we had a great time today. This is our official final. It's 151 for the Ohio Roller Girls and 332 for Tampa Bay. Thank you so much. I've been Val Capone.
I'm Vic Mix-a-Lot. See you later.
We'll see you soon.
Hi everybody, this is Zach here from Rydell Skates, and we're here to talk to you today about an exciting new product we have. This is our R-Fit footbed kit. It's designed to help alleviate pain and reduce some soreness that people commonly get while skating. First, let's talk about the R-Fit footbed itself. It's a high-density foam with a soft top cover on it. It allows for a lot more cushion and support for a safer and more effective skating session. On the back side, there's Velcro components that allow you to attach adjustable arch supports and heel wedges to it, which is really where all the customization comes in. Installed in the footbed is a blue arch support, which is neutral. There's also a red arch support, which is for high arches, and an orange arch support, which is for low arches. Installation and swapping them out is really simple. All you need to do is just peel the Velcro off and then install the new insert. The heel is another area of customization. You can use the included purple heel lift to elevate the heel in the boot, which can reduce heel slippage, irritation, or shin splints. Or you can use the included green heel wedge It's angled, so depending on the way you install it, it can help correct pronation or supination issues. This metatarsal pad can be installed on the top side of the footbed to help reduce numbness in the toe and ball area of the foot. Getting the proper fit is really simple. What you'll need to do is take your existing insole out of your skates. Then all you need to do is line the two up on top of each other and trace and trim to fit. The R-Fit footbed kit is available now at any of our authorized retailers. And for more information, you can always visit our website at www.roller.rydellskates.com.
Come celebrate summer with the Dairyland Dolls, Saturday, June 20th and Saturday, July 11th at the Hartmeyer Ice Arena. Doors at 5, action at 6. But wait, there's more. The Dairyland Dolls will be shaking things up with a special outdoor exhibition bout on Saturday, June 27th during the Festival Food Shake the Lake celebration at the Monona Terrace. Event opens at 5, Derby at 6. Come for Derby, stay for fireworks. Find the Derby in you. MadRollandDolls.com.
Skates is proud to support the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. We are a Derby-owned roller skate shop in Buffalo, New York. Our focus is providing our customers with innovative and quality skates, parts, and protective gear from all the top manufacturers. Our customers represent a variety of skating styles and backgrounds. Our boutique shopping experience focuses on finding the right skates and gear for you. We also add a bit of style with our fun accessories and clothing. Visit us in Buffalo or online at turnaroundskates.com.
Hi everybody, this is Zach here from Rydell Skates, and we're here to talk to you today about an exciting new product we have. This is our R-Fit footbed kit. It's designed to help alleviate pain and reduce some soreness that people commonly get while skating. First, let's talk about the R-Fit footbed itself. It's a high-density foam with a soft top cover on it. It allows for a lot more cushion and support for a safer and more effective skating session. On the back side, there's Velcro components that allow you to attach adjustable arch supports and heel wedges to it, which is really where all the customization comes in. Installed in the footbed is a blue arch support, which is neutral. There's also a red arch support, which is for high arches, and an orange arch support, which is for low arches. Installation and swapping them out is really simple. All you need to do is just peel the Velcro off and then install the new insert. The heel is another area of customization. You can use the included purple heel lift to elevate the heel in the boot, which can reduce heel slippage, irritation, or shin splints. Or you can use the included green heel wedge. It's angled, so depending on the way you install it, it can help correct pronation or supination issues. This metatarsal pad can be installed on the top side of the footbed to help reduce numbness in the toe and ball area of the foot. Getting the proper fit is really simple. What you'll need to do is take your existing insole out of your skates. Then all you need to do is line the two up on top of each other and trace and trim to fit. The R-Fit footbed kit is available now at any of our authorized retailers. And for more information, you can always visit our website at www.roller.rydellskates.com.
Come celebrate summer with the Dairyland Dolls, Saturday, June 20th and Saturday, July 11th at the Hartmeyer Ice Arena. Doors at 5, action at 6. But wait, there's more. The Dairyland Dolls will be shaking things up with a special outdoor exhibition bout on Saturday, June 27th during the Festival Food Shake the Lake celebration at the Monona Terrace. Event opens at 5, derby at 6. Come for derby, stay for fireworks. Find the derby in you. MadRollandDolls.com.